Okay, here we are. Grab a coffee. We're gonna head offshore, do some fishing today. Finally, been in town like 3 weeks. Been blowing hard. So let's get some gear together and let's get out on this boat. Waited a little while. It's like 8 o'clock or 8:30 or something like that. But it was blowing a little bit this morning early, so I thought, you know what, let's just sleep in a little, get rested up for a big day of fishing. So it's not too windy out here, so hopefully we'll be doing okay. Have a few new products I'm gonna try out. I got a ballyhoop, try to catch me some live bait. That's the goal for that. And I also got something I've been seeing a couple times on YouTube and other places. Couple chum cages, little metal cages, chum block, 7-pound chum block fits in, and kind of a neat concept. You get them down where the fish are, and then you start raising them up so that you get fish up closer to the surface near your boat. So, and if you're deep dropping, you can have them there right at your boat, midship, put them down, drop them down on the bottom. Once you drop them down on the bottom, and then, you can drop your line right beside your chum and they should all be sitting there. So anyway, that's kind of the goal for today. Have a cup of coffee, get stuff on this boat, and try to do a little bit more how-to as we go today. It's just going to be me and my wife out there today, so hopefully it's as calm as the windy and wind finder apps are saying. About 1.5, 2 footers should be pretty doable to get out there, at least reef fishing, if not a little further. So we'll see. Stay tuned, see what today's action brings and these new devices and items that we picked up. See how we do. Just an everyday fisherman trying to up his game. Stand by for some more updates as we take off here today. All right, here we are, finally out on the water. Just came out of our canal there by the house, and we're in the South Channel, ready to head to the Atlantic Ocean. So let's get underway here. We are underway. Supposed to be pretty decent out here. We'll see what happens. Coming out South Channel here momentarily. Got a boat behind us. Everything's going pretty good today. Got me a whole bunch of chum, 4 blocks of chum, a little squid. I'm going to try to catch some live bait, and we'll see how we do. Hopefully it's laid down like the apps are saying, but who knows? I mean, you never know. Very nice being real close to the South Channel with the house we're renting this year. Makes it quick to get out here to the ocean. Always remember your markers. Red right return, so red's on your left going out the South Channel. You do not want to get on the wrong side. You will end up beached. I did. So you got to be careful with that. We got a little no wake zone here, a tight spot in the canal markers or the channel markers, and kind of shallow if it's low tide, which we're very close to. You can see some earth, see some ground showing. Looks pretty good from here. We'll see. We're underway. Should be a good day on the water. It's pretty cool. It's like mid-60s right now. So I think we're gonna have a good day. That is the goal. Yeah, you can see a little ground. I didn't check the tide. I think low tide's at 9:20, I think, this morning. I checked it last night and I didn't remember till today. Hopefully it won't matter. As long as we can find some current, find some fish on the fish finder, life will be good. We'll get out here and gonna look for some bait and probably put a little bit of chum out, see if I can catch some live ballyhoo. That's the goal. But we'll see what happens here. All right, we're just about right through this no wake zone here. Got a boat right behind me pushing, which I don't like throwing this much wake, but he's impatient, which is typical in the Florida Keys. A lot of aggressive boat drivers you got to watch out for. All right, here we go. Looking pretty flat so far. It's about 30 mile an hour and running pretty flat so far. So maybe the weather apps are finally correct, I hope. See what happens. Get out here a little ways, get on the reef, and we get on the reef, we can see if we can catch some live bait. That's the goal. It's a little chilly, just saying. Looks like the water is pretty clear. We got a little bit of some rollers. Let's see what we look like. About half footers, I guess. All right, I'm gonna get us out there on a reef somewhere, chum up a little bit, see if I can get this ballyhoop to work for the first time and put some live bait in that live well. So stand by, let's see what happens. All right, we're still rolling out here, getting some rollers. They're not too bad. I'm going about 20 mile an hour. Not getting wet, so on a cold day, that's a good thing. There was a little bit of a bump, but I don't know. Looks like about 1 footers right here, but we're probably lands back there, as you probably might be able to still see. Probably getting close to a mile. I don't know, it might be a little too bumpy, we'll see. It's always hard to tell. Even with all the cool apps I have that I pay for, I might add. Here comes one. And, you know, you just never know. Like that right there, that was probably a 2 footer that we just ran over. There's a pretty good wind, I'd say. I haven't looked recently, but we were supposed to be getting some 16 gusts, but it's supposed to shut down as the day goes on. So I don't know, maybe, just maybe, we can get out here far enough to catch some stuff. Watching the fish finder, see if I see any schools of any kind of bait laying around. Maybe I can drift around and chum up and try to catch some bait. I'd love to have some live bait. Gotta up my game on live bait catching. That's definitely what you need out here. Catch the big ones. If you're yellowtailing, not as big of a deal. Good to be back in the Florida Keys. Love to fish, so today might be the day. If we don't freeze, it's only like 62 degrees. Water temp out here, when we left our house, it was 67. Right now it's 72 degrees, so Oceanside's always a little warmer. We're running in about 16 foot of water right here. Heading out towards the Benwood Wreck. If you know where that is, you can look it up on any map. Kind of heading that direction. That's what I figured I'd do first. There's always a lot of fish in that area. Fish there frequently. So we'll go out there. We'll see what we can get into. Crab pot ball there. You got to watch out for them. Because they can be anywhere. Looking for turtle or dolphin sometimes. And usually we always see some turtle coming out here. But you never know. Just depends on the weather. Depends on everything. All right, we'll keep running and we'll be back if we see anything exciting. All right, we are out on the Atlantic and we're going to try this new Chum Cage. I got, I have 2 16-ounce sinkers in the bottom there. So that'll help take it down because chum will float. So let me see if I can get this done. It just has a little hook thing here. Got this at the Yellow Bait House in Key Largo. It's kind of cool. It said it was U.S. made and veteran owned. So that's kind of cool. We'll stick this in there, hopefully, without falling overboard. Pretty flat today, not too terrible. Let's see if I can get this done. Look at that, just goes in there. Looks like it's gonna work. Hook this down here and we're ready to go. Probably have a garbage bag to put this in, which I didn't get out yet. Stick that there. So, we were in 20 feet of water. I do have this tied off just as a safety. In case I drop it overboard, that would totally suck. And lose the cord. I just wrapped it around the cage. So the idea is we run this pretty much to the bottom. 21.5 foot. Pull it up a few feet and then in theory put this midship on the boat. Get a good bowling knot. Let's see. That's probably 4, 8, 12. So probably somewhere about right there. Let's give her a shot. Okay, I think we hit bottom. So we'll tie this up, pull it up a little bit, tie it to the cleat. See what happens. Hopefully this thing works. Put a few hookies on there so don't get them up missing. Alright. Probably should be on the other side of the boat the way we're sitting right at the moment. But anyway, we're going to give it the college try and see what happens. We'll let that work a while before we get a line in. I'll get some rigging done and we'll go from there. We'll see what happens. Hopefully it brings us up a bunch of fish. then as what I understand, once you start getting fish around it, then you just start lifting it up 4 or 5 feet at a time, and the fish will be right here, ready for me to catch. So we'll see. Situated here, but wanted to show you something. So I did a bunch of research. Wanted to get waterproof tackle boxes that fit in my leaning post storage, which they do. And I looked at the Planos, and I looked at some other brand that has the little tray things. I can't think of the name of it. And then I came across these Kast Kings, and I bought a lot of Kast Kings with dry bags and some reels and stuff to try them out. Pretty decent stuff. So, you know what? I think I'm pretty impressed. I like the way the lid works, because the lid stays down here, where the Plano one goes up there and it gets a little wiggly. So I'm thinking we're just going to use a small jig today. Maybe put a piece of shrimp on there or what have you. So let me get that on a line, put this back in my leaning post storage, and we'll be back to get on some fish here in a minute, hopefully.
Side to side or up and down?
It will go up and down.
More.
That's what we came out here to do today. On a freaking ballyhoo hook and that cool sinker thing. So right over here, these markers, that's a wreck. It's called the Benwood. And you probably see that ball there. You can tie up to them. I'm just going to go around it. But you can see where they're marked there. And we got a diver down there checking it out. So I'm just trying to stay out of their way and not cause any issues that way. But maybe these cool chum bags will pull some fish up. I see some on the fish finder. A couple big ones laying on the bottom. I think this probably will work right about here. So let's kill the motor and get this other pole rigged up and see what we can get into. All right, I'm going to grab my oats and maybe we'll do a little oats and then I'll grab them. We'll come back and throw a couple lines in. We've been at it a while with the chum. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Look at the other pole, kids. I think we might have something. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. I believe we got a fish on, maybe. Sure feels like it. What we got? Something. Big yellowtail, maybe? A little yellowtail. Man, that gave me a little fight for that size guy. All right, I'm working on it. Well, that worked pretty good, huh? I'll be.
Oh, look at the baby.
Man, that thing slammed it for a small one. It's not big, but it counts.
Congratulations.
Get me a picture too. My first one. Of course, he inhaled it. That's the only problem with bottom fishing.
Good job.
Well, we got one. Oh, I'm gonna try to get this thing off here. I think I got a fish. Well, something. I think so. Yeah. What is it?
Aww.
Grunt. Little grunty on a big freaking full ballyhoo. Not bad.
Mom said nice work. Get anything else? How long have you been out?
I don't think it's very big. Yellowtail. Chunk of ballyhoo. Gotta be a big one back here somewhere, doesn't there?
that's a keeper.
Not even much.
We'll get another picture for Ron. Big and yellow.
Yeah.
Yep.
Get away. Get barracuda. Get out here. Bigger. Yeah.
That's a keeper.
Definitely bigger. Whoa!
Oh boy.
Hold on. Easy.
Sit
there.
still, baby. I'm coming in close. That's a good one. No, Ron's
But
gonna
I ain't keeping it. A bite. Ah, my turkey came back. Like it's on the move.
Oh, there it is. She's a fighter.
Can't believe we haven't seen barracudas or sharks today.
That might have been what caught your pole earlier.
I don't know.
Let me see.
Hold on. Like these pliers isn't the hooker. Well, not a bad one.
Cool.
Pretty fish.
Just tapping it.
Oh.
Not a fish on. Where is he? Huh? Little yellowtail. Can't find any big ones. Well, here we are. I think we're just about ready to call it. As soon as I get these two big groupers on these two poles. Yeah. But it was a good day. First day out for the season. And caught pretty nice grouper, handful of yellowtails, no decent sized ones, some grunts. And it was good. I had a good time. Hopefully you enjoy my videos. You'd be so kind to hit that like, subscribe, and notification. Just a guy doing a little fishing, and hopefully you enjoy it and maybe even pick up a tip. Uh-oh.